Paltrocast.
I would normally say good morning, but I have no idea what time zone you're in right now. Is it good afternoon for
Afternoon,
you?
afternoon,
Uh,
2:30 UK
two,
time.
2:30. Well, congratulations to you on a few fronts. We'll get to that. But first of all, this new film, Exit Protocol, when did you actually film it?
We filmed it last year in Ruidoso, New Mexico.
Got it. And am I correct? It was originally called Fight or Flight. That was a working title.
Yes, yes, it was.
Got it.
Which was a great title as well. I like this. It's still suited, I think.
Absolutely. So the last few films, we've seen so much range from you. We don't know if you're going to be nice. We don't know if you're going to be avenging. But the key is you've been more physical and more training and action oriented in recent films. Did you have to do any special prep for this role?
This was actually one of the roles where it didn't require too much action. When I originally read the script, it was one of the reasons why I was really excited about it was, the actors involved, Dolph Lundgren and Michael J. Wyatt. But before this, I'd done Duchess, which was, very action orientated. So, but then when I read this, I was like, it's an action film, but it actually doesn't require me to do a lot of specific action. It was kind of the opposite, really, which kind of drew me to it. I really liked it. It was like, okay, leaving the action to the real pros. But it was really just really cool just to watch, Michael and Dolph kind of work together and do the action. It was really, really, really cool.
Michael and Dolph, the vibe I get, two of the toughest people you'll ever meet, but who don't need to show that toughness and therefore the nicest people.
Absolutely. And I think that like you either have it or you don't.
Mhm.
Like Dolph and Michael, they just have this, they don't need to do much. They just walk in the room and you think, oh, okay, yeah, they've just walked in. They have this aura about them and this presence. Um yeah, it was quite scary at first. It was when I was first introduced to Dolph, it was very quick. It wasn't really an introduction. It was okay, we're on set, we're short for time, let's go. So it was like, oh hi, okay. So it was a little bit nerve-wracking because we didn't really have time to rehearse or anything. But as the days went on, I realized it's just such a great, generous actor to work with, and Michael too, and all the cast. I mean, Scott was great,
Mhm.
Scott Martin, and the other everyone was really, really, really. I think everyone believed in this project, and wanted to be there. And it was my first time shooting in New Mexico as well, and I had a great experience there. It was like the perfect location for it, you know, for this
Was
for this
it the Albuquerque area? Is it the studio of a certain big streamer, or where in New Mexico was it?
No, it was actually we were very rural, Ruidoso.
Hmm.
So a beautiful little town, very rural, lots of deers, lots people go there in the winter to lots of log cabins. People go there in the winter time, Christmas. It's really, really, really cute. So I actually went back to New Mexico. I went to Las Cruces,
Mhm.
which is far from there, to shoot one of my films that I did this year because I just had such a great experience there.
That new film that you also did there, is that another Primal Empire production?
Yeah, so that was Don't Forget Me Tomorrow. Very, very different film, romance, thriller romance. Um, and we were looking for that kind of Twin Peaks vibe, small town,
Mhm.
beautiful landscapes, mountainous, the roads, like just like epic. And I was like, well, it's got to be New Mexico. I shot there, I shot Exit Protocol there, and yeah, so it just worked out really well.
So the production credits have been as steady as the acting work as well. I'd have to imagine that was the goal a couple of years ago, but that people may have told you, "Oh yeah, it's not going to work out with the production." So in other words, you're kind of proving people wrong on two levels right there by being a prolific actress and producer.
Yeah, producing is just as tough as acting. But it's like they're so different, but yet the two go hand in hand. Like there's certain roles that I really want to play, and
Yeah.
the way to create those is by producing them. Um, which is really tough. Like sometimes I'm a co-producer, which is a lot easier, but with Don't Forget Me, that was a full-on production that we did from start to finish. So I optioned the book, I adapted the book, wrote it, produced it. So that was really, and now we're like in the edit now. So that was very much kind of our movie, all in-house. So that was very, I wouldn't say challenging, but you have to kind of, when you're on set, when I was on set, I was like, right, I can't have my producer hat on here. I'm right, I'm an actress in this and I need to focus on that. I can't be focusing on producing at the same time. So
Right.
you just got to make sure you hire the right people, which is difficult to find.
When I outright said, "Hey, congratulations on a few fronts," there was an Instagram announcement a day or two ago. Do you plan to take a couple of months off before you continue making 5 movies a year and producing 5 movies a year?
That's a difficult one. A couple of months off, I don't know. No, definitely. In fact, the timing was great because January, February, or December, January is like a quiet time anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm prepping for one film that I want to do first quarter of next year, but it's kind of vague. It's like first quarter could be, as long as it's like beginning to mid next year, and that's it's called Spiral Down. It was actually written by Neil Marshall. It's basically Seven meets Silence of the Lambs. So I optioned that script, but I'm helping produce it, but I also want to give it to a company to kind of do, help, co-produce, because, doing everything in-house is very, very challenging. Very, very challenging. And the plan is to do that once a year, but I definitely couldn't be doing five of those a year.
Oh, so that kind of feeds into what I was gonna ask, which is, do you see yourself at a certain point doing more producing than acting?
Um, Potentially, and it depends how much it requires. Um, I don't know how. I'm good at finding projects, like finding this book and then finding this great script that Neil did and taking it to the end.
Mhm.
But I don't know if I would take, acting is really kind of my priority and always has been. Producing is more kind of a means to do that. So, and ironically, when we shot in August, we shot the Don't Forget Me Tomorrow in New Mexico. Then I went back 2 weeks later to do another film in New Mexico, called The Night Driver. So it's like it's a lot of. Sorry, I just thought about it.
It's a lot of New Mexico.
all in New Mexico. Yeah, but it's really. I think it kind of gives you a bit of everything. If you want mountains, if you want that kind of epic scope, as you said, they've got great studios there as well. So yeah, all in, it's a good place to shoot.
Last question I have for you before I let you go. Your versatility, as I talked about, has been very, very impressive the last few films where we don't know necessarily what you're going to be just from seeing you on the poster, but not a lot of comedy in your repertoire as of late. Do you think eventually there may be a Primal Empire produced comedy?
Very funny you say that. We just did one. So it's called Christmas and Chaos.
Hmm.
Myself and Jason Isaacs, and it's a full-on, listen to this, improv. The whole film is improv, no script. Yeah, so it's a Christmas improv comedy.
I'm looking forward to that one. I'm assuming 2027 for that one.
No, 2026. So
Oh,
we're in that. So we finished that last December, but it's taken time because we have like 30 hours of footage, as you can imagine. It's just, yeah,
wow.
it's that was an interesting one. So yeah, Christmas and Chaos. We originally changed, it was Mistletoe and Wine. We just changed the title. So yeah, the goal is to get that out next Christmas 2026.
Fantastic. Well, in the meantime, congrats on Exit Protocol. Congrats on the continued success as a producer, and really looking forward to what's next, Charlotte.
Oh, thank you, Darren. Thank you.